May I have the permission of Honorable Chief Justice to commence the proceedings of the court. Honorable Mr. Justice Ramesh Sinha, Chief Justice, my esteemed brothers and sisters judges of the High Court of Chhattisgarh, the learned Advocate General, President and Representative of the Bar Association, Office Bearer of the Bar Council, Officers of the Registry, Director Judicial Academy, Senior Advocates, all the members of the Bar, and all the family members of the judges and representative of print and electronic media. It is my proud privilege to welcome to the High Court of Chhattisgarh as a 15th Chief Justice, Honorable Mr. Justice Ramesh Sinha, an erudite and distinguished Judge of Allahabad High Court. I proudly welcome and offer heartiest felicitation to my Lord Justice Sinha on his Lordship appointment as Chief Justice of High Court of Chhattisgarh on behalf of High Court of Chhattisgarh, on behalf of my esteemed brother and sister judges, on behalf of judicial officers and the entire judiciary of the state of Chhattisgarh, and with due permission on my own behalf also. My Lord was born on 5th September 1964, graduated in law from Allahabad University in 1990, enrolled as an advocate on September 8, 1990, and practiced in civil and criminal side at Allahabad High Court. My Lord elevated as Judge of High Court of Judicature at Allahabad on November 21st, 2011, which was a befitting recognition of his Lordship's ability and capabilities. My Lord is a pre-eminent example of self-distinct, leading man with clear vision, which we could very well experience while working under the noble guidance of his Lordship. As a person, my Lord stands simple and straightforward, with devotion of heart work, who is ready to have dialogue with all the concerned and is open to ideas and suggestions. During small conversation, he said he'll be available 24 hours for the institution. That shows the belonging and the sense of belonging. We have full faith that under my Lord's able leadership of our High Court will achieve further elevation. I have no doubt in my mind that under his Lordship stewardship, the High Court of Chhattisgarh scales a new height. All will experience the affectionate sensibility of Chief Justice in time to come. Important association would rise in the mind of you all, and everyday quality into the will and power to work. I, on behalf of bench and bar, assure my Lord that there would be full necessary cooperation and assistance in administration of justice all the time. I share my happiness and welcoming Honorable Chief Justice with profound hope that his Lordship would lead this High Court in best possible manner, confirming the faith of people in the judicial system accessible to one and all. I trust and hope that this court will be enriched by his vast and varied experience and immense knowledge. I once again welcome my Lord, wish him all the success and happiness in life and comfortable stay in the simple land of people of Chhattisgarh. I offer my heartiest congratulations to my Lord Justice Ramesh Sinha and wish him successful tenure as Chief Justice of this High Court. Before I conclude, I wish to assure your Lordship on behalf of myself, my sister and brother and entire High Court our fullest cooperation. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you very much.
My Lord Honorable Chief Justice Ramesh Sinha, Honorable Judges of the High Court of Chhattisgarh, Shri Abdul Wahab Khan, President Chhattisgarh High Court Bar Association, Shri Ramesh Sinha, Deputy Solicitor General of India, Senior Advocates and young members of the Bar, Registrar General and the Registry Officers of State of Chhattisgarh, Director, GOT and Judicial Officers of the State of Chhattisgarh, distinguished guests, member of the print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. Respected Chief Justice, you have assumed the role of the captain of the judiciary of this state of Chhattisgarh at a time when the judiciary is stepping into a new millennium with the hopes and aspirations of new order. You are inheriting the tradition and culture left behind the illustrious judges who had adorned this high seat of justice. I have no doubt that you will uphold the values and upkeep the tradition naturally due to your inborn inherent qualities. Born on 5th of September 1964, Honorable Chief Justice Mr. Ramesh Sinha had a brilliant academic career full of honor, displaying plenty of early promises in his future greatness. Honorable Chief Justice Mr. Ramesh Sinha was graduated in law from Allahabad University in the year 1990 and enrolled as an advocate on 8th of September 1990. Honorable Chief Justice practiced in civil and criminal side at Allahabad High Court and was elevated as an additional judge of Allahabad High Court on 21st November 2011 and was permanent on 6th of August 2013. His other qualities as a lawyer and a human being brought him to the bench of the Allahabad High Court. Honorable Chief Justice Ramesh Sinha has taken the helm of our High Court after 2 decades at the bar, more than 1 decade of the bench of Allahabad High Court, and over 3 decades of deep involvement with the varied activities in cultural, social, educational, and philanthropic and religious fields. He is one of the patrons of judicial propriety and signalized himself by the extensive knowledge in various branches of law and policy. He is taking the onerous responsibility at a time when advancement of the promotion of law is urged in setting of new way of life, and law is used as a powerful instrument to reform and progress bring out socio-economic changes. I am sure in discharging his duties as the Chief Justice, he will uphold the high tradition of our High Court and maintain the independence and supremacy of the judiciary without fear or favor, and will be keen and ardent champion of the rule of law and the rights of the common citizen under the Constitution, making the period of his office one of the brightest chapters in the history of Chhattisgarh High Court. You are a judge, we are told, who firmly believe in being relief-oriented towards the people approach the court, and you are the conscientious judge. It is often said well of conscience, do not bother the angel and the devil, but you are concerned for it. As of you, conscience is clear awareness of right and wrong, good and evil. As held by the Honorable Supreme Court, the Chief Justice is the first among the equals. Indeed, as declared by the Honorable Apex Court, the Chief Justice is a class himself, going by the vast power he enjoys. Your Lordship will certainly set the tone of and temper of this great institution. Hereafter, leading us by example, we hope to draw new inspiration from your inclination of legal scholarship, unchiding persuade the truth, all with an overwhelming passion to do justice. Your Lordship is a person who firmly believes in discipline in all walks of life and judicial discipline as well, and therefore, even though I am resisting myself from quoting any judgment, but I could not avoid temptation of quoting one judgment authored by your Lordship in Pilibhit and counter case, in case of Devendra Pandey versus State of UP, cited in 2022 Live Law, Allahabad 527, which your Lordship recently has observed as under. In this case, the police officials, appellants, then 47 in numbers, on the basis of confidential police report, intercepted bus carrying passengers and pilgrimage between 12 to 13 July 1991, believing that there were some hardcore terrorists of Khalistan Liberation Front present in the bus. Thereafter, 10, 11 and 6 were taken to the police bus by them, and later on, they were killed by these cops, appellants in 3 different places. The bench of Honorable Justice Ramesh Sinha and Justice Saroj Yadav remarked in its 179 pages order converting the conviction of 43 cops appellants from section 302 to section 304 part 1 of the IPC, and I quote, In the present case, there was no ill will between the appellants and the deceased person. The appellants were public servants and their object was the advancement of public justice. No doubt appellants exceeded the power given to them by law, and they caused the death of deceased by doing an act which they, in good faith, believed to be lawful and necessary for the due discharge of their duty. In such circumstances, the offence that was committed by the appellants was culpable homicide, not amounting to murder, punishable under section 304 of the IPC. Thus, we are of the view that the appellant should have been convicted under section 304 part 1 of the IPC instead of 302. You come to us with the groundswell support cutting across all barriers such as a colossal reservoir goodwill cannot but the foundation upon which we hope you will continue to claim respect, love, affection, and not the least the admiration of the legal fraternity and the people at large of the state of Chhattisgarh. 4 seats belong to a judge to hear courteously, to answer wisely, to consider soberly, and decide impartially. As a judge of the Allahabad High Court and this court, you imbibed these qualities, fulfilled your role as a dispenser of justice to the satisfaction of one and all. All these years, you have earned reputation an able, upright judge, wedded with the cause of justice, having taken over the reins of justice in this God's own country. You tasked maintaining the guarding the credibility and independence of the judiciary will be made easier with the active cooperation of the bench and the bar. Chhattisgarh is a tribal state. People here are not aware of their rights and duties in the true democratic spirit. The judiciary has achieved unflinching faith and trust of the people of the state of Chhattisgarh. Judgment of this court are treated as sanctified decrees. It is my earnest wish that under your able leadership, the judiciary in the state of Chhattisgarh will reach greater heights and maintain the unflinching faith of the people of Chhattisgarh. May the great architect of the universe, Lord Almighty, the judges of all judges, shower his boundless bounty and give strength to you to keep aloft the torch of justice burning bright. The little that I have known about our Chief Justice indicates that with his varied experience, Chief Justice Ramesh Sinha will steer the court to new heights of glory and find solution to the numerous problems of the times we live in. I am sure and confident that by virtue of your ability and competence, your Lordship is to march from eastern to northern direction swiftly, and I am confident that your Lordship to achieve the greater heights in judiciary. My Lord Chief Justice, I on my own behalf, being ex-officio Chairman of the Bar Council of Chhattisgarh, and on behalf of the law officers of the state of Chhattisgarh, welcomes you to our midst and promise you to all cooperation in discharge of your onerous function as the Chief Justice of the High Court of Chhattisgarh. I, on behalf of the state of Chhattisgarh and leader of the bar, I welcome you, sir, and assure you unstinted and wholehearted cooperation in your pursuit to administer justice in this historic temple of justice. Thank you, Jai.
माननीय मुख्य न्यायाधिपति श्री रमेश सिन्हा साहब, उपस्थित समस्त सम्माननीय न्यायाधिपतिगण, छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य के महाधिवक्ता एवं छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य विधिज्ञ परिषद की विशेष समिति के चेयरमैन श्री सतीश चंद्र वर्मा साहब, डिप्टी सॉलिसिटर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया श्री रमाकांत मिश्रा साहब, माननीय न्यायाधिपतिगण के उपस्थित सम्माननीय पारिवारिक सदस्यगण, रजिस्ट्री के माननीय अधिकारीगण, उपस्थित सम्माननीय वरिष्ठ अधिवक्तागण एवं माननीय अधिवक्ता साथी, नवपदस्थ माननीय मुख्य न्यायाधिपति श्री रमेश सिन्हा साहब एवं उनके पारिवारिक जनों का छत्तीसगढ़ की पावन धरा पर छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय अधिवक्ता संघ परिवार एवं समस्त अधिवक्ता साथियों की ओर से हम हार्दिक स्वागत करते हैं। माननीय मुख्य न्यायाधिपति श्री सिन्हा साहब का जन्म 5 सितंबर 1964 को इलाहाबाद में हुआ था। आपकी माता जी श्रीमती कुसुम सिन्हा हैं। पिता श्री टी.एन. सिन्हा साहब का स्वर्गवास हो चुका है। आपकी प्रारंभिक शिक्षा दीक्षा सेंट जोसेफ स्कूल इलाहाबाद से हुई। आपने कला में स्नातक करने के बाद इलाहाबाद विश्वविद्यालय से ही वर्ष 1990 में LLB की परीक्षा उत्तीर्ण कर अधिवक्ता के रूप में पंजीयन कराने के बाद दिनांक 8 सितंबर 1990 से इलाहाबाद उच्च न्यायालय में वरिष्ठ अधिवक्ता श्री गोपाल चतुर्वेदी जी के सानिध्य में वकालत प्रारंभ की। 21 वर्षों की वकालत के बाद दिनांक 21/11/2011 को आप इलाहाबाद उच्च न्यायालय के अतिरिक्त न्यायाधीश नियुक्त किए गए और वर्ष 2013 में स्थायी न्यायाधीश नियुक्त हुए। इस दौरान आपके द्वारा अनेकों महत्वपूर्ण न्याय निर्णय पारित किए गए हैं। इस प्रकार इलाहाबाद उच्च न्यायालय आपकी विधिक कर्मभूमि रही है। माननीय मुख्य न्यायाधिपति श्री सिन्हा साहब की सहजता, कड़ी मेहनत, निष्पक्षता, धैर्य, हंसमुख व सदैव प्रसन्न चित्तता ही पहचान है, जिससे अवरबार लाभान्वित हो चुका है। छत्तीसगढ़ अनुसूचित जाति, जनजाति, पिछड़ा वर्ग बहुल क्षेत्र है। यहाँ के मूल निवासी सीधे, सरल और बहुतायत अशिक्षित व गरीब भी हैं, जिसके कारण शोषित और पीड़ित भी होते रहते हैं। उनकी अंतिम आस्था का केंद्र छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय ही है, जो बहुत उम्मीद के साथ उच्च न्यायालय में आते हैं। दूसरी ओर महामारी कोविड-19 से उपजी विपरीत परिस्थितियों से छत्तीसगढ़ के अधिवक्ता समुदाय को भी गुजरना पड़ा है। वर्तमान में भी छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय में न्यायालयीन कार्यों के निष्पादन के दौरान हमारे बहुतायत अधिवक्ता साथियों को कतिपय विभिन्न समस्याओं से गुजरना पड़ रहा है। आपके दिशा निर्देशों पर छत्तीसगढ़ के अंतिम पंक्ति में बैठे पीड़ित, शोषित जनों को त्वरित न्याय की प्राप्ति हो सकेगी। साथ ही आपके अनुभव व ज्ञान से अधिवक्ता साथियों की विभिन्न समस्याओं के समाधान के प्रति हम पूर्ण रूप से आशान्वित हैं। छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय अधिवक्ता संघ सदैव अपना सहयोग बनाए रखेगा। आपको छत्तीसगढ़ उच्च न्यायालय अधिवक्ता संघ की ओर से पुनः हार्दिक बधाई और शुभकामनाएं देते हैं।
My Lord, Justice Sri Ramesh Sinha, Chief Justice of High Court of Chhattisgarh, and all companion judges of High Court of Chhattisgarh. Sri Satish Chandra Verma, respected Advocate General, State of Chhattisgarh, and Chairman, Special Committee of State of Bar, Council of Chhattisgarh. Sri Abdul Wahab Khan, President, Chhattisgarh High Court Bar Association. The Star General, all judicial officers of the courts, senior advocates, respected members of the bar. Srimati Salini Sinha, wife of Sri Justice Ramesh Sinha, family members, relatives, guests of Honorable Justice Ramesh Sinha. Sri Ramkumar Tiwari, Principal Secretary Law, State of Chhattisgarh. Srimati Sushma Sawan, Director Judicial Training. Sri A.K. Sahu, District Judge Bilaspur, Commissioner of Division Bilaspur, Superintendent of Police Bilaspur. Members of print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pride and pleasure that I stand before you this morning to say a few words on the blissful occasion. Welcome of Honorable Justice Ramesh Sinha as Chief Justice of High Court of Chhattisgarh. I, Ramakant Mishra, Deputy Solicitor General of India, on behalf of Government of India and Law Officer of Central Government, congratulate your Lordship on your serving as Chief Justice of Honorable High Court of Chhattisgarh and extend warm and cordial welcome to you and Srimati Sinha and offer heartiest felicitations to the state of Chhattisgarh and soil of Mata Kausalya, which is also known as the state of ball of rice. Firstly, I would like to appraise my Lord about state of Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh is in the central part of India. The state shares its border with 7 states. Chhattisgarh is a surplus power state and state is rich in minerals. Chhattisgarh is heavily forested state in central India. Chhattisgarh is a tribal state and tribal peoples are very cunning and creative and their skies manifest in the traditional handicraft, which is also reflected in the graphical index. My Lord was born on 5th of September 1964 and my Lord completed his graduation in law from Allahabad University in the year 1990. Thereafter, my Lord enrolled as an advocate on 8th September 1990 and subsequently started practice in field of law. The Allahabad High Court, my Lord established himself as lawyer, practice in both civil and criminal side in Allahabad. My Lord was elevated as additional judge in Allahabad High Court on 21st November 2011 and took oath as a permanent judge at Allahabad High Court on 6th of August 2013. As per Narad Smriti, the Chief Justice should be Ashtadasas Pradamijja Satade Sahasabhi Annavichcha Adikusula Suti Sumit Prayana Vivad Sanstam Dharm Pichati Pravotam Bhutam Vechati Dyastya Parvikam Vastu Sanskita. It means who is well versed in laws, provision in logic, interpretation, and has a capacity to extract the truth from the judicial proceeding by application of laws should be appointed as Chief Justice. And my Lord had all good qualities. This pride and pilgrims of my Lord serve the largest temple of justice in India, indeed one of the largest in the world, and fourth oldest temple of justice in India. After serving 11 years and 4 months, my Lord appointed as 15th Chief Justice of High Court of Chhattisgarh on 29th March 2023. My Lord is a man of great humility, integrity, and highly respected among the members of the Allahabad High Court bar. It is due to the hard-working diligence, adhering to the professional ethics. My Lord has authored many notable judgments and has always shown keen interest in safeguarding the personal liberty of every citizen and has ensured that legal rights of each and every citizen must be protected by law and land and has always stood for maintaining holding the rule of law in his time. My Lord has also privilege of belonging to the city of poets, one of them Firag Gorakhpur, who was be quoted by Honorable Justice Markandeya Ghat, Judge of Supreme Court, in their judgment case of Argumam Sevi versus State of Tamil Nadu, criminal appeal number 8089 of 2009, and in case of Hinsa Virodhi San Mirzapur Moti Kamesh Jamet civil appeal number 5469 of 2005. We know that the judges and advocates are two wheels of same chair. Therefore, today, when we are congratulating and felicitating our newly appointed Chief Justice, we must also honestly take efforts to cooperate with the functioning to ensure the smooth and effective administration of justice. My Lord has all qualities and proficiency, and I am certain that my Lord upholds the rule of law and will do best to deliver justice and safeguard the spirit of Indian Constitution. I am certain that our High Court of Chhattisgarh will achieve new heights and excellence under the able guidance of my Lord Chief Justice. These words, as I representative of Union of India and on behalf of Law Officer of Central Government, I have immense pride and extending heartiest wishes and warm welcome to Honorable Chief Justice Ramesh Sinha as Chief Justice of this sacred institution. I wish him good health and very successful tenure. I conclude my speech with this slogan. Swasya Prajabhyam Paripalayatam Nyan Margen Nahi Mahisa Go Brahmanam Subalastu Nitya Loka Samasta Sukno Bhavan. Jai Hind, Jai Shri.
My esteemed brother Justice Gautam Bhaduri, Senior Judge of this court, and my other esteemed brothers and sister judges and their spouses. Shri Satish Chand Verma, Learned Advocate General of Chhattisgarh and Chairman of the Special Committee of the State Bar Council. Shri Abdul Wahab Khan, President High Court Bar Association. Shri Ramakant Mishra, Deputy Solicitor General of India. Learned Senior Advocates, learned members of the Bar, officers of the state and the central government, Registrar General and other members of the registry, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Jai Johar, Namaste, and a very good morning to all of you. Indeed, the state of Chhattisgarh is endowed with a rich culture, heritage, and attractive natural diversity, such as widest waterfalls, caves, lush green forests, ancient monuments, rare wildlife, exquisitely curved temples, Buddhist sites, and hill plateaus, etc. The state of Chhattisgarh has also become a magnet of nature enthusiasts who wish to explore unique tribal arts, crafts, and traditions. For centuries, its tribal communities have played a pivotal role in nurturing and protecting the natural habitat through the eco-friendly practices. Chhattisgarh figures also in numerous tales that form part of two great Indian epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. In such a beautiful state and people, I am honored to be the Chief Justice of this High Court. There are many ways how we can invest in our future, but the best way is to build strong, healthy bar and bench relationship. Every High Court of the country has its rich heritage and traditions. The lawyers and the judges, the bar and the bench are the integral part of the judicial system. No judge can be a great judge unless the court has great lawyers and its reverse is equally true. No lawyer can be a great lawyer unless the court has great judges. We not only inspire but uplift each other. So, being the Chief Justice of this court, I assure the bench and bar that I will honor the traditions of this court and would not like to disturb it, but certainly if there is any change or improvement is required for betterment of the institution, the same would be done with the consent of bar and bench. Today is my first judicial day in the court, and this function is the first one that my esteemed brother and sister have organized to build a healthy bar and bench relationship. I congratulate them for organizing it and the learned members of the bar for cooperating in the same. I am sure that in times to come, we all achieve much more. I acknowledge with gratitude the good and kind words spoken touching my career as a senior judge of Allahabad High Court. I am overwhelmed by your affection. As you all know that I am new to this High Court, but I have done some homework so that this court runs smoothly and at a great pace. I request you all to cooperate with me for taking this court to be at its glory. I was told by one of my senior colleagues at Allahabad that I am going as a Chief Justice to a High Court, which is a running one. I am very much impressed with the learned members of the bar who are energetic and a dashing one. Here I find that many of the young advocates have been designated as senior advocate, which reflects their talent and zeal to work. I am told that many young advocates who have joined this bar are well read and they prepare their brief thoroughly. Any person who is associated with this institution, whether on the bench or the bar, the registry or the employees have any problem, they are welcome by me, and if I have any solution to their problem, I would definitely try to solve it. At present, I have nothing much to say but to ensure what best I could do for administration of justice with your kind cooperation. In the end, I would extend my regards to all the persons who have brought this new High Court in existence and have taken vow to take it up to its highest peak. Thank you so much for organizing this function.
I have the permission of Honorable the Chief Justice to conclude the proceedings of the court. With the permission of Honorable the Chief Justice, I conclude the proceedings of the court and request your lordships, the distinguished guests and members of the bar to take light refreshment in honor of Honorable Chief Justice Ramesh Sinha and Madam Shalini Sinha. I am very grateful to all the honorable judges, the distinguished guests and members of the bar for their gracious presence on this occasion.